All right, what's up, everybody? Check this out. I'm just going down these rabbit holes, and this is nothing that I'm sure no one has. I'm not new to this, all right? Meaning, this isn't some breakthrough news, but it makes me continue to wonder what's going on, right? Do you remember in 2022 when Anne Heche was, some say it was an accident where she died, or some say she was murdered? But if you've watched the video, do you remember the video? The car goes into the house. The car catches on fire. The car seemed like it was burnt to a crisp because they showed pulling it out, right? But then they also showed when they took the body out in the body bag, and right before the body goes in to the ambulance, the purse jumps out the goddamn body bag. That was supposedly Anne Heche, and that was the last time we saw her alive. What the hell's up with that? And if you notice the newscaster, I'm gonna show you the video. If you notice the newscaster kind of glazed over that, didn't really get shocked by it. He just was talking through it. I would have been like, what the hell? On live TV. So what is this connection to? I don't know. But some people theorize that she knew too much and they took her out. And we're going to kind of dive into that too. So, but I'm going to show you this video. Check it out.
As we continue to learn new developments into that car crash in Los Angeles, and as the driver by TMZ and Fox 11 out there in Los Angeles identified as Anne Heche. Let's take a look one more time at that video that we saw earlier this afternoon of a car going into a house taking place there out in Mar Vista.
House of Preston, and car slam.
As we can see the helicopter video there of the car in the house. You can see firefighters on the scene there taking that car out from the house. Fox 11 in Los Angeles said the driver went into that house and sparked a fire. Firefighters were on the scene just before 11 a.m. on the West Coast. A car, a Mini Cooper, you can see there, went through the house, causing a massive fire.
Now, I would argue, what would cause a car to nosedive into a house? What the hell was going on in that car? Was there a loss of control? Did somebody clip the brake lines? Who the hell knows? No one knows, and that's the point. But wait till you see, wait till you see what happens when they take this body out of the house and get ready to put it in the ambulance. It's crazy.
Within an hour, the firefighters, LAFD, had eventually pulled the car out of your home. You can see it was towed out of the home there. Firefighters still looking in the car to find possible survivors. The driver was rescued, as you'll see in this next little clip we're going to transition to real quick. They were taken to the hospital, as you can see there, in a hurry to get out of that car that crashed into that home. They were worried about the structural damage of that home as it was built in the 1950s, and you could see the house give way a little bit there in the house. So they were concerned about that, and also concerned about the person, the driver, who was identified as Anne Heche. You probably know the name from TV and movies, from 6 Days, 7 Nights, Donnie Brasco, Wag the Dog, Volcano, a bunch of movies. And there is a dramatic moment there just before being put into the ambulance to take.
There was a dramatic moment. What the? That's such an understatement. I don't even understand how you could say something like that with a straight face. That has baffled me for 4 years. I never understood that. And for the longest time, they never really wanted you to see that tape. They never really wanted you to see that segment of the tape, because everyone's going to be questioning it, and they still question it to this day. That's the last time you saw her. She's not obviously dead. Not at that point. So what are you doing? And who are those firemen? Makes you wonder.
The hospital, that driver was identified as Anne Heche. You can see we slowed it down a little bit for you as firefighters were trying to help this woman get the help that she needed.
So he said they tried to help this woman get the help that she needed. First of all, you don't put someone in a body bag that's not dead. That's number one. It is such a blatant scenario that is, I don't even want to put, I can't really say for certain what happened, but it's blatant that was a setup. They tried to get her, they tried to take her off this earth. Simple and plain. They thought that the crash would initially be the catalyst to do it. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. We got handlers on the scene. We're going to take care of it that way. And here's the conspiracy. They claim that, all right, well, let's look at this. Let's look at this. All right. So here's the conspiracy. It says theorists on TikTok are saying, and TikTok, conspiracy ground zero, right? But that's what I like about TikTok. Well, I used to. Not Larry Ellison owns it anymore, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. But anyway, the conspiracy theorists on TikTok are saying Anne Heche was murdered. She knew too much. What does that mean? She knew too much about what? Right? And this is way before Epstein was really like hot and heavy. So I want you to go, we're going to scroll down here. So one theory that's being peddled is that Heche was killed for her role in a film, Toxic Skies, about a conspiracy to purge the population with fake pandemic. That's crazy, right? The film was originally released in 2008. That was a long time ago. In the QAnon world hyper-focused on pedophilia, people have focused on her upcoming film that's reportedly about human trafficking, saying she was trying to inform the world about the pedophilia of the elites and was murdered before she could. Despite this theory, the film is still slated to be released. I don't know if that film ever got released. I don't even know what the film's called. Toxic Skies, I guess that's the name of the film, but I don't know if that's the same film. I don't know which one. It was 2 films. Who knows? She was Clintoned. One person wrote simply about Heche's death, like some sort of dark trend. Some TikTok creators are uploading videos of themselves calling her death into question using footage from the scene that showed Heche sitting up in the stretcher before being put into an ambulance as evidence the crash didn't kill her. Of course it didn't. Your eyes do not lie to you. I mean, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but it seems like people in Hollywood that work in sex trafficking films end up dead, said one TikToker. Another simply posted the footage with a caption, "She knew too much." So this was prior to the Epstein files coming out. Now, Epstein seems to be connected to literally everything. They have a connection to Bitcoin. They have a connection to the pandemic. They have video footage of him talking to Bill Gates about a planned pandemic, about how they want to depopulate the world, right? They claim, this is not me saying, that they want to be, they think the right number for people on this planet is 500 million. That's the planet, not United States, the planet. How do you do that? How do you do that? Well, there's a few ways. I've always said this. Again, this is speculation. Do you remember when COVID came out? It was this huge push. Like if you worked anywhere, they wanted you to have partitions to separate you from another employee. You had to wear masks. Yeah, and the biggest thing, you had to get vaccinated, and your job made you. They kind of almost threatened your job if you did not get vaccinated, right? And I was always to the mindset of, they're saying that if you don't get vaccinated, you have the possibility of dying from COVID. But I believe the total opposite. I believe that the Trojan horse was in the vaccine, as it always is. And what is the vaccine, right? What does it supposedly do? My opinion is that it was supposed to thin the herd. Like those with compromised immune systems would succumb to the COVID vaccine. And just to double up on that, they say, hey, you need the booster shot. I fell for it once. I got it because I had to, almost because my job was threatened. That's the key. They didn't necessarily threaten you, but hey, if you want to do this, you want to be here, you want to do it, you got to get the vaccine. So you're pressured into getting a vaccine. Everyone was pressured. And that was, there you go. And it worked. the ultimate goal was to sterilize people so they couldn't reproduce. I think it's a combination of everything. No more people to be produced. If you can reproduce, your kid's going to have issues like autism or something to that effect. But 9 times out of 10, you become sterile. Erectile dysfunction is huge now. It wasn't that way back in the day. Why is it so prevalent in men right now? All these processed foods, the stuff we put in this crap in the grocery stores, these lab grown meats and produce. It's just crazy what's going on. So I don't know what you guys think, but there's a lot going on right now in this world, and Epstein files has kind of opened that Pandora's box. But I'd like to know what you think in the comment section. I know this video was a little long, but I like to think this video kind of connects certain dots. Pre-Epstein, current Epstein. There's a lot going on. He had his hands in everything. And these Epstein files are kind of confirming this. But I want to know what you think. Is there any connection? Anne Heche, Epstein, Hollywood? I think there is. It's all connected. And it's crazy that I had to go way back there just to get that story. But that story has been on my mind for 4 years. Like, how does this happen? And no one does anything about it. It's because the people at the top are controlling everything. They control the media. They control, Kanye was right, they control the media. They control Hollywood. They control music. They control Food and Drug Administration. They control your banking system. They control literally everything. And what can you do about it? All you can do is talk about it. That's all you can do. Because something's not right and everyone knows it. So I want to know what you think in the comment section.